He's 13 years of age, so he's here to do his CPCS theory and practical test. Nobody's ever done that before. He's keen to learn, he's keen to listen, an absolute excellent candidate. He's certainly way above his advanced years.
He's testing me here, but I guess we'll find out how well I do.
So the internal part of the corner must still be a corner. You mustn't sort of pull the bank in any way. So he hasn't done a corner at the moment, so this is his first time he's going to be doing a corner. So we see how he gets on with it. We start up this end here, take some of that out there, Finn. We just do a couple more like that, and that'll do us for the depth. We just wanted to do the corner, that's all, Finn. That's coming out excellent. So it's a nice corner, but see, we just overdug a bit there.
Yeah.
Because when you're digging, as you're coming up the bucket, you're closing the bucket and you lift the bank up. And that's what, once you do that a couple of times, it takes that bank away at the top. That's why it caved in. Yeah. So tomorrow what we do, make sure we don't do that, so that comes nice and straight across there. But this internal corner, look, excellent.
It's a tiring day, to be honest, but see how tomorrow goes. When you finish digging the square footing of the trench, you have to move about a bit because lumps of mud keep going on each corner, and you can't go from one corner and then shift your boom. You have to reverse and then go back like that. So that was pretty technical. And then I wasn't really too worried about that because Derek ran me through it. All good. Nuts and bolts. All good, all secure.
All secure?
All secure.
What we do on the hill starts, we make sure he knows the correct way to go up and down the hill. If he's unloaded, he has to go heavy end first, which would be he has to reverse up. If he's loaded, heavy end first would be with the front bucket up. And also we have to turn around at the top at a turning point of reverse down or drive down the opposite hill. And we stop there, Finn, stop. Well done, carry on. Nice and straight, nice and straight. And the reason why we stop halfway up is just to make sure that Finn's got full control of the machine, so there's no rolling back. Look at the blue line this side.
So it's pretty challenging, and I stop halfway. If I let go of the brakes too early and not press the throttle, I can roll back down the hill. So I'm going to have to push them down at the same time until I start moving back, and then I let go of the brake. I think the most I enjoy about them is the colour of them, really. They stand out from everything else because they're bright. I like the logo as well. It's special. And it's the fastest road legal tractor, and it's incredible just the way it operates.
You know, I've got a great fondness for the JCB 3CXs and the 3Cs, the earlier models. DSMI arcs, I started off with one, I bought my very first one when I was 19, and had them ever since and operated them ever since. So I've always been with me, I have a great fondness for JCBs. And when I started the training company, I was pretty adamant I wanted to train people in the 180s because it is so versatile. You can see that's why people call it the Swiss Army knife for the construction industry.
Without the construction industry, we wouldn't have schools, we wouldn't have hospitals, we wouldn't have infrastructure. It's vital for the economy. There's a huge demand, so it's really important that we inspire youngsters and people in different sectors to come into our industry. I think Finn at 13 doing his JCB course is really outstanding because I don't think that's happened too often.
Okay then, Finn, we're going to do our bucket shaping exercise, yeah? So he's going to put the wider bucket, which we call a ditching bucket, on. He's going to put that, then I'm going to get him to rechange it again to replace the ditching bucket with a smaller bucket. So it's an exercise just to make sure that he can do it safely and securely, and to make sure that he checks the bucket secure before he goes to operate the machine in any way or form. I think he forgot to press the button to close it.
Forgot to press the switch?
Yeah, I thought he did. There, let's do that again. Lift up. Close your bucket and that go on. Shake it, shake it, shake it. That's it, well done. That's it. Close. So have a look what it's like. Take that one off, put it on then.
There's a button on the machine, and then you push the lever to your left, and then you open it, and then it detaches, and then you can lower it down and take it off.
So shake it. He'd pulled the bucket too near the machine to actually get the quick. It's still operational to put the bucket on. And like all things, some things go wrong. You know? Lift. That's it. Well done. That's it. Close it all the way up, nice and gentle. That's it. Now close it. Excellent.
I made a mistake because I took too long to attach it, but when I redid it, it was fine. So maybe I need to learn to do it quicker.
He's learning so quickly. He takes it in. He's willing to learn, and he's a good learner as well.
Just starting today, and I'm kind of hoping I load the dumper because I haven't done that yet.
We're going to start loading the dumper, try it with the front bucket.
Yeah.
I'll pull the dumper underneath you. I'm in the right position. Sand the hole. Let me get off the dumper. Let me give you a signal, make sure it's all clear for you to load.
Yeah.
Once I've done that, then you can load. We should get a couple of buckets on there. Lift up, and that. Keep going through it. That's excellent, that's it.
It is very technical, as you have to go on a 45-degree angle and try to get as much of the bucket in the dumper because you kind of got to line it up so you don't spill too much.
Well, keep going forward, Finn. See it go on the floor. Well, keep going forward. So you have to drive forward because when you tip your bucket, otherwise it just fall at the front.
It was pretty good. Pretty challenging because you've got to line the dumper up so you don't spill too much because the bucket is wider than the dumper.
Lift up and drive forward. Lift up and tip. And tip, drive forward a bit. Just do that shape. Just put your bucket down so it goes smooth to the top off so nothing will blow away. That's the first time he's done it. You can see that he maintained all the safety features that I asked him to do. So excellent, very, very good.
First day of the second week, so looking forward to it.
So we're halfway through the course. First week is concentrating on the excavations work. We got him to dig a trench to line and level, which is quite exceptional for a first week of somebody to do, even for an adult to do. He's had to have a couple of goes of things, obviously, like him when we've been training, like the lifting exercise, he needed a couple of goes on that, but that's to be expected. There's a lot to take in. We're all here to learn, aren't we?
I'm revising for the test on Friday, just trying to crack through them really, so looking forward to that.
He has to do a theory test. He will be asked 40 questions. He has half an hour to answer those questions in. Each question is worth so many marks. And he needs to score 80% to be able to go on to do the practical test. You just drive around the field. We see there's 2 blocks laying on the floor over there on our right hand side there. Part of the skill is using the clamshell of the bucket to be able to grab an object. See if he can grab them in the front bucket using the clamshell bucket. So we see how he gets on. Cut the edge on the floor. Right, push down, close your bucket. So, well done. We'll drop them back out again. That's it, well done. That's excellent. Reverse back.
Yeah, it went a lot better than expected because when you're picking them up, you have to have the cutting edge on the floor because otherwise it won't pick them up. It will just grab them. It won't get them in the bucket because it is quite tricky.
It's quite tricky for a lot of people to do that. For Finn, a 13-year-old lad, excellent. Very pleased with him.
Last week absolutely flew by. On the first day, we were digging trenches and it just took me forever. But this week I had a rhythm and I did it a lot faster.
Like I'm hitting something.
There might be a bit of concrete in there, we don't know, but we'll take it nice and slow. I'll watch you. That's it. Just nice little layer, nice and slow.
I think I went at about 10 centimetres too deep in the trench, which is quite a lot. We just did it quicker today, and then I got into a rhythm.
Practical is 2 hours and 3/4 for him to actually complete. What he needs to do that is dig a 6 metre square footing, 1 metre deep, so that's quite involved, quite technical. He needs to backfill that excavation, tidy it up so as looks like we've not really been excavating on that ground. We need to do the lifting operations, and also he needs to load a dumper as well. So it's quite a lot to do. It's 2 3/4 hours, saves quite a lot of time, but he's going to be pushed for time.
Finn's potentially going to be the youngest ever backhoe operator.
If I mess up here, it's all over.
This is what we've been training for, what we've been practicing for.